Well, that's not good.
Hello everybody and welcome back to sunny England for the first time this year. And today we are here on top of Devil's Dyke, or on the way up, to talk about another problem that we have with Money Pit. Now Money Pit currently, as you can see, isn't with us today on this sunny day with the roof down because he's gone in for some suspension damage. So today, without further ado, let's get to talking about what's happened and how we're going to fix it. Okay, now as you can see, we do have a bigger problem we were first letting on to, because this is not a nice look to have on a car that isn't supposed to be slammed. Now, if we go around to the other side, you can see quite clearly that's quite a nice gap, isn't it? Quite a nice gap. And on the other side, it's not the same. So as you can see, this car's slammed on completely one side, and yeah, we need to fix that. So this is going into the garage tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock pretty much. So we're not going to have this car around for a little bit. And do you want to know the quick and cheap and easy course for that? Hit a pothole that's covered in water in the middle of the night at 70 miles an hour, and it will do that to your car. So my mechanic seems to think that the car has a snapped spring in the suspension, so we're going to hopefully take it in tomorrow to the garage to see if he can fix it. Now with a bit of luck, it will come back completely fine and continue with this build, but I think it's going to be quite a pricey mistake. Now you might be thinking, Chris, that's not too bad, is it? It's only slammed, it's not doing anything wrong with the driving, it just looks a bit funny. Well no, I'm going to let you into a little secret in a second, and you're going to see exactly what the bigger problem is. Alright Money Pit, please fire up mate. Yes, speed and power. Okay, maybe a couple of baby revs for the one time. Hey, we're back and better than ever. Also, I'm actually recording this video on a competent lens this time, so you can actually see the full quality. Safety first. That's a job to do one-handed, but let's go. Let's pull out of the driveway and have a splendid time. Off we go. Look how tight it is though. That's not fun. Okay, we're out. Now, I'm going to show you what the problem is. Ready? Around the corner we go. That's not good. So you're really slow. Around the corner. Well, that's not good. As you can quite clearly see, we've got a problem, but if we get her up to speed, it's gone. It's completely fine. I'm not sure what's going on there, but as soon as you're up to speed, the car drives like there's nothing wrong with it at all. Aside from that side slam, so we do have a problem, but apparently, and I think it's a little bit of a minor one, so we might actually be alright. Okay, now one time for the one time with the window open when these lights go green. Ready? Not nice. Yeah, that's definitely not good. And now we're in the child that has absolutely zero problems, and we're going to take it out for a nice Monday evening drive to enjoy it and stop thinking about the absolute mess that is Money Pit. I love this car. Oh, reliable. To be fair, you kind of hope that this car, being only 2 years old, or 3 years old now, nearly 4 years old, wouldn't have any issues and would be running flawless. And obviously this one's only got about 18,000 miles, so it's not doing too bad at all, and it's very good, very new. And this is my first car, so all of you who've been watching for a while will recognise it. And so obviously I haven't really done anything to him but attach roof bars, so he's pretty fresh. Yeah, very good. Although the one thing that this car does lack is that beautiful sounding car. This is only a 1 litre. The flipping chimes that it makes are louder than the engine. And obviously, being a 1 litre, I ain't going to whack an exhaust on it because I am not a chav. Yeah, you guys want to hear some revs? Yeah? Listen to this. Absolutely nothing. It sounds like a dying snail. Not that I know what a dying snail sounds like, it's just that quiet. But just look at that car. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? Look at the shape and the body lines. It's still a beautiful car and I absolutely love it. Even if it is still covered half intake, missing paint and has dodgy suspension. Such a beautiful car, you can't help but like it, and you definitely can't hate it. Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't exactly David Attenborough, but I think it's a bit foggy. Yeah, this is a bit subpar. There's usually some great views up here, and all I'm seeing is a white cloud of whatever this is. I think there's a corner up here somewhere, but at the moment I couldn't be too sure. Oh, this is fun. Alright, now this makes a change from yesterday. Welcome back to sunny England for the first time ever. It's actually not rained for one day this year. Every other day it's been raining, but we do have some bad news about the car. The Mercedes are actually being really annoying, and they're refusing to give the mechanic the actual spring because it's so corroded they can't see the colour, but they won't tell them which spring was actually on the car because they want it to go to a main dealer. So I'm sorry, and I know my mechanic actually watches these videos, so I'm really sorry, but hey, we're just making your day more interesting. But big thank you to you for actually persevering with this, and hopefully we can get this sorted very soon. So it might be a little bit longer until we get the car back, and unfortunately it's the only sunny day this year we've had, and I can't put the roof down and go for a drive, but hey, guess we'll just have to take Enzo. But as you can quite clearly hear, everybody is out doing work today. Someone's up on their roof cutting half the roof off because it's this sunny day, and I'm just here finished recording the Forza video underneath this nice little thingy that I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's a brilliant day. And yeah, hopefully the next clip will be another brilliant day where even if it's not sunny, we'll have the car back. Alright, so Enzo has just had a clean and he's looking about as shiny as a bald man's head. I present to you Dying Snail. Well, hey. Now this is how it's supposed to look. Lovely jubbly. None of this foggy nonsense. Doesn't it just look beautiful on a sunny old day with Enzo the POLO? Just look at that. That is just stunning. Anyway, back in the car because we need to get back before the sun sets. And hey, maybe I'll actually be able to see the corner today. Why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Hello everybody and welcome back to sunny England for the second day in a row, and also look who's back. Pitt has returned with some fixed suspension. He's no longer looking like a slam Lamborghini. We do actually have a lot of clearance, and he's completely fixed with some brand new springs and a top spring. Anyway, let's jump in, take it for a spin and just see if it works. And they also managed to fix the other side as well, so this side is looking a whole lot healthier too because this spring was almost gone, and they sorted out the bumper as well, made it look a little bit higher up, so that's all good. Alright, here goes nothing. First time every time, and that's the one thing about this car that is reliable, the engine. And if we flick this button here for the first time this year, let's go. Come on. Now we're definitely just doing this to make sure that it's not clunking anywhere, definitely not because it's a sunny day and we want to have some fun. Alright, the moment of truth. Hey, no clunking. Here we go. Let's go. Yes, it's still got the typical slow Mercedes gearbox, but the car is running perfect. Right, we're down to about the clunk range. Absolutely nothing is wrong. It just sounds so good when it echoes off the houses. Let's go. Come on, lovely convertible day, and it's perfect, it's working perfect. Let's go. There we go. Alright, come with me onto the bridge because we need to talk about some money. Okay, so this is the one thing that nobody really likes talking about, but the car came back obviously yesterday, and what it had done was 2 front springs and the 2 front top mounts, and this came to £600. So that means that our overall cost since their last video has risen by £600 to £8,011. Now, as you can see, we're here with the fish because I might as well be chucking my money in this pond and not worrying to get it back out, because that's where it's going right now. But to be honest, that drive today made the whole thing worth it. Hearing that car sing with the roof down, it just felt so good. And yeah, it's all worth it, 100%. I have to say though, I do feel a bit like Johnny Cash in one piece at a time, trying to rebuild this whole car. And soon we won't have to replace anything, because we'll have replaced the whole car basically with repairs. But to be honest, at this point, I'm not too worried. It's running nicely now. The engine and the gearbox, touch wood, touch wood, are doing completely fine, and as long as they are still working and the chassis is still good, I'm not too worried about anything else. So yeah, let's go. And to be honest, there won't be any issues left to fix soon, so we can look at it as a positive. Just feed into the delusion. Just feed into the delusion. Come on. There's not going to be anything left to fix soon, because it's all going to be absolutely perfect when I put another £12,000 into it. And in absolutely perfect timing, look what's just turned up from FedEx, our all new strut brace. Oh yes, look at this beauty from Ultra Racing. This is our all new strut brace for the Mercedes SLK. So we're going to install this in the next video. Just take a look at that absolutely beautiful off-white colour. It looks absolutely incredible in person, and I'm so excited to add this to the car and just make it look 100 times better. Now hopefully it's going to add a little bit of performance to the car for steering, and I think this is going to work absolutely perfect. Now I've been waiting to fit this to my Mercedes SLK since I got the car last May, but I haven't actually got round to it until now, so this is going to be absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited for this. Okay, now I hope you all did enjoy that video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, hype this video. You know the rest. Everyone else told you millions of times, I am sure. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. I'm going to go out, enjoy the sun, and edit a YouTube video, which I don't want to do because even though it's got to be out at 6, I want to go out and drive my car. But hey, job comes first.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.